So, good morning. Start of late afternoon at this point. Coming to you live in the gym in Sunland Park, New Mexico. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors for our brother firefighter Gregory Stajk off of Tower Ladder 13. Housed there in Manhattan with Engine 22 and Battalion 10, the pride of Yorkville. So right now, this is to take our brother to the 110th floor, finishing his footsteps as those who already come before him, as our brother is now the 9th brother of the pride of Yorkville to be carried to the top. Upon completion of this climb, they now have full accountability. So we've got a total of 7 verticals to get to the 101st floor. And once that's complete, we'll have 9 floors to go to the 110th. So this right now is the soon-to-be first vertical for firefighter Gregory Stajk. For his mom, Marge, and his brothers and sisters, this climb is dedicated to you all. Going up on that first vertical now for our brother, who was 46 years old on his response to 9/11. Our brother had just shy of 20 years of service to the citizens of New York. I believe it said he was 3 months shy of his 20 years. When he was growing up, Greg, firefighter Stajk, actually was really good with baseball. And from what it said, he was supposed to be trying to go to the majors. He'd gotten a few tryouts, but never made a team. So instead, he followed his passion and joined the FDNY. While with the FDNY, he joined the softball league, and in 1986, it took him to win a city championship. So our brother, firefighter Gregory Stajk, out of the pride of Yorkville, was known as Bro around the firehouse. So right now we're taking Bro to the very top to finish his footsteps with honor and respect given for the sacrifice made so that others could live. From what I read, our brother liked to cook. He did caricatures. He was a trivia buff. Had a big collection of butterflies. And he was a great John Wayne impersonator, according to the guys. He made the voice perfect. So this is to bring full accountability to the pride of Yorkville, Manhattan's Tower Ladder 13, Engine 22, and Battalion 10. Taking our brother out who would actually work on holidays for the brothers who had family. He would work their shift or pickup shifts so they'd be able to be there with their kids. For our brother who had just shy of 20 years on the job, we will always remember and never forget. Going on 19 years, almost 20 years, we have not forgotten. Our brothers will not just become a name on a wall or a picture. This is why we climb, to share their stories for their mom, Marge, and his brother and two sisters. This climb is dedicated to y'all, so you will know that your son and brother will never be forgotten, but instead always remembered. I was looking at the climb photos this morning and coming to the realization that we're pushing towards that end in the initial commitment, the initial 343 climbs, to which this climb is number 311. Having been taken up to the very top, to finish our footsteps all the way, symbolically carrying them up with me right now as we go to the top. Closer and closer to the next brother to be carried before the initial commitment is complete, which will be completed prior to 9/11. Taking them up, symbolically carrying him to the 110th floor for his just shy of 20 years of service to the FDNY, to the citizens of New York. It said that our brother could have looked into retirement, but he didn't, because bro loved the job, was dedicated to the FDNY. As I said before, he would actually work other personnel shifts on the holidays so they could spend time with their family. Our brother was a bachelor, according to what I read, and enjoyed cooking, drawing caricatures, and he was a trivia buff. Really good at softball, as I said. When he joined the FDNY, he got on the softball team with the FDNY. And in 1986, he ended up taking the city championship with the FDNY softball team. For the pride of Yorkville, Manhattan, Engine 22, Tower Ladder 13, and Battalion 10. Now, as I've said previously in the past climbs, I've been to the pride of Yorkville. Several years back, while in New York City, Tila gave me an introduction to the guys there at the pride of Yorkville, lovingly known as the House of Trucker Dukes. The little legend. So I've been there in person and seen Tower Ladder 13 and Engine 22. So if you're still at the house, this is dedicated to you, Cisco. to Captain Grismer and the FDNY off and on the line. This is your climb to take our brother symbolically to the top of the towers with honor and respect for the sacrifices made on 9/11, 2001. Our brothers responded to the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil, where because of the bravery, heroism, and valor that was shown, saved upwards of 25,000. This is why we climb. To share their story, to continue keeping their legacies alive. Coming to you live in the gym in Southern Park, New Mexico this afternoon with the 343 commitment and still counting. Additional 343 climbs. This time for our brother, firefighter Gregory Stajk, lovingly known at the pride of Yorkville as Bro. So right now, we're taking our bro and finishing his footsteps all the way symbolically to the top of the tower. To the 110th floor we go with honor and respect given for the sacrifices that were made so that others could live. And those that followed, with the ants still counting, those that worked the almost 9 months on ground zero, working the pile in the recovery effort. Those who succumbed to 9/11 illnesses and cancers, they will also take their rise. They will also go vertical with the ants still counting climbs after the completion of the initial 343 climbs. God willing, as many as I can give to the very top, we will get there. This is why we climb. To tell our brother's story, to keep his memory alive, for his mom Marge, his brother and 2 sisters, taking them all the way to the very top. For Bro, who was known to have a very impressive John Wayne impersonation voice, to his butterfly collection. He will never be forgotten. Whether it's climbing on this stair climber in the gym, or climbing across the United States in 9/11 memorial climbs. This is to carry their legacy, to finish their footsteps, to share their stories, so they will not just become a name on a plaque and a picture on a wall. This is the reason that we climb, pushing them up to the very top. The 9th brother of the pride of Yorkville, 9 out of 9, to go up all the way to the 110th floor, bringing full accountability to Engine 22, Tower Ladder 13, Battalion 10, the pride of Yorkville. They're in Manhattan, taking them up all the way symbolically to the top of the towers. For our brother, who almost was, I believe, just 3 months shy of retirement. He would never let it go. 46 years old at the time of response on 9/11. My brother made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. for firefighter Gregory Stajk. Tower ladder 13. He's going to the top. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. Live in the gym in Sunland Park, New Mexico for our brother. The 311th time we've gone vertical in this commitment. As I said before, in our brother's history, he finished out as a serious baseball player. He actually was trying to go to the majors and had a few team evaluations, but never was called in. So after that, he made the choice to join the FDNY. When he joined the FDNY, he got on with the softball league, and in 1986, ended up winning the softball city championship as a member of the FDNY. Our brother deserves every bit of the honor and respect we're giving him for those sacrifices that were made so that others could live. They responded to the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil because of the bravery, heroism, and valor that was shown. Upwards of 25,000 lives were saved. And the initial rescue effort that followed with the almost 9-month recovery effort at Ground Zero. Those men and women who responded on 9/11, taking them all the way to the very top in the end still counting and the climbs of their own. We will get them there. God willing, as many as I can take once this initial 343 commitment is complete. Taking them up. The 9th brother, the final brother of Pride of Yorkville, to be carried to the 110th floor. This is his climb. Just carried him up with honor and respect for his mother Marge, his brother, and 2 sisters. We're going there now. Getting towards that very top. One floor at a time. Until the next one to come. Taking them up for Cisco and Captain Grismer, dedicating this climb at the House of Trucker Dukes, our little legend. This is your climb to finish their journey to the top of the towers. Taking them all the way with honor and respect. To the 110th floor we go. And right now we have the last of the 2 verticals. Before we get there, for firefighter Gregory Stajk, tower ladder 13, the horseshoe. Taking him up for our brother who was the type of brother, or bro, who would work for others when it was holidays so they could be there with their own kids. He would pick up their shifts to help out. Our brother, who was a trivia expert, had his own butterfly collection and did caricatures. This is for him to always be remembered and never forgotten. This is his climb, to share his story, to keep his legacy alive for his almost 20 years of service to the citizens of New York. We climb and we carry our brother to that very top, pushing him one step at a time till we get to the next level. Taking him all the way to the top. It said that he had a residence in either Long Island or Long Beach, I believe, from what I read. This is for our brother to never be forgotten, whether it's climbing here on the stair climber, climbing in 9/11 Memorial stair climbs across the U.S., the runs, the tunnels to towers, 5Ks, the stadium climbs. They will never be forgotten, but they will always be remembered. Our bro is going to the top. Taking him up. Gregory Stajk, a firefighter, tower ladder 13. All the way to the very top we go. For our brother, Gregory Stajk. Taking him up, dedicated to his family, the FDNY, and our country, because 9/11, 2001, we made a promise, we made a commitment that we would never, ever forget the sacrifices that were made and those that followed in both the rescue and the recovery efforts. It's up to us to keep the promise that was made. We have to keep their legacies alive, for their families to know his mom Marge, brother, and 2 sisters. He will never be forgotten. Right now, we're coming up on the last of the verticals. Taking him all the way to the very top to finish his footsteps all the way up. This is why we climb. To the 110th floor we go. for the pride of Yorkville. Pushing him all the way, symbolically, to the very top. All the way to reach it. To the 100. And first floor, we're going. Pushing him up. For his almost 20 years of service for our brother to almost be at that top. So now we're at the 100, the first floor. But I need to take a 2-second break to get underneath the climber because I accidentally dropped his photograph. So I'll be with you in like 2 seconds. Okay, back with you. For our brother to finish his footsteps to the final of the 110 floors. Our brother was 46 years old when he responded on 9/11, 2001, to the worst terrorist attack on the U.S. soil, where because of the bravery, valor, and heroism that was shown, upwards of 25,000 were saved. Our brothers made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live, not knowing going into the towers what was going to happen. This is his memorial to give honor and respect all the way symbolically as the 9th brother of 9 of the pride of Yorkville to be carried to the very top to finish full accountability and 4 more floors for the pride of Yorkville. Manhattan's age 22, tower ladder 13, and battalion 10. Taking them up all the way to the very top. This is why we climb. To share their stories. The 311th brother to go vertical, down to 32 left to carry to the very top. This is his climb to finish his footsteps as our brother, lovingly known around tower ladder 13 and into 22 as bro, taking them up to the very top of this tower. To the 110th, we got Brother Stajk. Rest easy. We'll take it from here, brother. You will not be forgotten.